set for March 1st launch. Trinidad and Tobago Police reports minimal incidents, and Tobago takes a historic seat at CARICOM table. Good evening, I am Kristen Salandi, and you're locked into the Tobago Updates television news for the 23rd of February 2026. Now to a top story. Reliability on the Seabridge remains a top priority for Tobagonians. After weeks of limited service and growing frustration among the business community, Chief Secretary Ferry Augustine says the Blue Wave Harmony is set to begin full commercial operations on March 1st. Jewel Green George has details on the vessel's technical readiness and the Assembly's plan to support those hit hardest by the delays.
The Blue Wave Harmony docked in Scarborough at 8:15 yesterday morning, bringing 170 vehicles and 24 trucks. It was a smooth arrival for a vessel that has faced intense scrutiny since reaching local waters in mid-January. Chief Secretary Ferry Augustine says while the transition has been difficult, the deadline for full service is now firm.
As an island, we expect that deadline will be held. That deadline of March 1 will be held, and that from March 1 going forward, we will not have any issues.
Safety concerns have also surfaced regarding the ship's bow thrusters. However, technical data from the vessel's agents confirm the ship remains fully compliant with international maritime standards. The Chief Secretary clarified that the Harmony is designed with 2 thrusters for redundancy, and a single functional unit is enough for safe operations.
A single functional bow thruster is certified to provide the total thrust capacity required for the vessel's maximum displacement. Therefore, the vessel remains fully compliant with all international regulations and is technically fit for service.
The downtime has already taken a toll with the local economy. The Division of Finance is now calculating the exact cost of the disruptions since January 12th to prevent business closures. Augustine admits that for many, the wait has been too long.
It is my duty to thank you for your patience. It is my duty to acknowledge that you have a right for the patience to run out at this time. And I'm also indicating where the ministry, NITCO, Port Authority, where they are at in terms of preparation for full operations.
Sea trials and night sailing tests will continue throughout the week. The vessel is currently licensed for 1 year, providing a buffer as the government seeks a permanent solution before the contract ends in January 2027. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
As Tobago wraps up its Carnival celebrations, the Tobago Police Service TTPS has reported a largely incident-free period with no major accidents or disruptions recorded. Senior Superintendent of Tobago, Rodhill Kerr, highlighted 2 isolated incidents, one that occurred before the official start of Carnival involving a civilian being assaulted, and another near the conclusion of the festivities, where a civilian was attacked with a cutlass. Investigations into both cases are ongoing. Despite these isolated events, Officer Kirk praised the people of Tobago for their exemplary conduct throughout the Carnival season. He commended the community for maintaining a spirit of celebration and order, noting that the overall calm and positive behavior of residents and visitors contributed to a safe and enjoyable Carnival. Tobago's dedication to a peaceful Carnival has once again set a standard for safety and community cooperation. History is in the making as Tobago secures a seat at the highest regional table. For the first time, a THA Chief Secretary will join the Prime Minister at the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting. This move isn't just about presence. It's a mission to study the St. Kitts and Nevis federal model to shape Tobago's future. Jewel Green George has the details.
Chief Secretary Farley Augustine is heading to Bastia for the 50th regular meeting of CARICOM. This marks a significant shift in diplomatic protocol. While the law gives the THA no official remit over international relations, the Prime Minister has extended a direct invitation to the Chief Secretary.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago, for perhaps the first time in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, has invited the Chief Secretary to attend the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting in St. Kitts, and that's on Tuesday and Wednesday in this coming week.
The location is strategic. St. Kitts and Nevis operates as a federation where the Nevis Island administration holds substantial local powers. Augustine says the Prime Minister has signaled that this model could be the blueprint for Tobago's own autonomy goals.
The Prime Minister, and I want to thank the Prime Minister in this regard, has signaled that we should think as progressive as the people in St. Kitts and Nevis in building out our framework for autonomy.
Time is of the essence. The Chief Secretary has set a hard deadline of December 31st, 2026 for the passage of new autonomy laws. In the meantime, he plans to lobby regional counterparts to consider how power is shared between central governments and smaller island states.
So conversations with CARICOM counterparts about autonomy and how CARICOM as a regional body or to look at this matter seriously when we start considering the devolution of powers to sub-states or appendage the states to larger islands.
Augustine will meet with the Premier of Nevis and other Caribbean leaders during the summit, which runs through Friday. For Tobago Updates Television News, I'm Jewel Green-George.
Up next, Tobago Pan Community celebrates new facility and awards for arrangers.
As you come in. Long time I see you. This station complete. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Steven to see about them. Yeah, total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about that. You just leave Jada to see about Kia and Kayla? I thought it's your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two, better know what time it is. It's only me, you know. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Coming up, fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV right here on this station.
Every night and day, I want to wave, I want to wine, I want to party with you. I want to look it right here. I want to wave, I want to wine, I want to party with you. When the rhythm pumping up, it's everybody jumping up. We sweating. And when the sun is blazing, it's party like we crazy.
Thanks for staying with us. In a media briefing yesterday, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine has announced exciting developments for Tobago's steel pan community. Arrangers are being recognized with awards, and one pan tent in particular is set to move into a brand new facility. The relocation process started yesterday, with only a few items remaining at the previous site, ahead of an official opening in the near future. Here are the details.
Chief Secretary Farley Augustine revealed that, in recognition of their exceptional talent, the executive decided to present arrangers Kirsch Ramsey, O.J. Richards, and Duvon Stewart with a tangible token of appreciation. Each of the three arrangers was gifted one lot of land for personal use, reflecting not just words of commendation, but a meaningful acknowledgement of their contributions.
Sometime last year, because of the efforts of Kirsch, OJ, and Duvon, the executive took a decision that we will gift these three arrangers a lot of land each, one lot of land each, for their personal use, as a way of not just commending them with words, but giving them a tangible gift, recognizing their talents, their efforts towards the development of pan and music on the island and what they do for young people.
While arrangers are being recognized with awards, one pan tent in particular is set to receive a brand new home. Augustine announced that the process of relocating Uptown Fascinators to their new pan tent began yesterday. While a few minor items remain at the previous site, the move marks as an important step forward. An official opening of the new facility is expected in a week or two.
I will have you know that we begin the process today for Uptown Fascinators moving into their new pan tent. So that process begins today. I think those who have been gifting them with the facility have 2 or 3 minor items to do still at the pan side. So we will have an official opening later on, maybe in a week or two time. But today, as Uptown Fascinators is returning from the Champs concert in Trinidad, which was last night, they will begin moving their equipment across to their new location at Smithfield.
This initiative highlights the government dedication to nurturing local talent, providing arrangers with tangible recognition while ensuring the key pan tents, like the one highlighted, have upgraded facilities. It reflects a broader commitment to supporting the growth, development, and continued success of Tobago's vibrant cultural community. This is Aaliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Commuters heading to East and North Tobago can finally trade the roadside heat for air-conditioned comfort. Today marks the official opening of the island's first modern transit lounge and garden side street. Reporter Joel Green-George has the details on this private sector gift to the traveling public.
4 months, passengers bound for Charlottesville, Speyside and Castara have braved the elements under temporary tents. That changed at 4 p.m. today. The Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation, alongside private firm Touch Tobago Live, opened the doors to a fully equipped transit hub. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine says the project was completed earlier this year, but held back to avoid the appearance of political maneuvering.
At the time, I certainly felt that it will feel patronizing, given that we were in an election period, to open it. Because the truth is, we weren't doing this project to win an election. We're doing this project because it's just part of what good governance on
the facility features air conditioning, security cameras, and a public Wi-Fi. Digital screens will also display real-time bus and maxi-taxi schedules. Most notably, the Chief Secretary confirmed the Tobago House of Assembly incurred no capital cost for the build-out.
This facility, as I said, is provided to us by private citizens. The Tobago House of Assembly did not spend a single cent in it. It's part of the bus shed rehabilitation program that continues. And so I hope that this inspires more people, more corporate Tobagonians to contribute in this regard to the island's development.
The lounge serves as a primary hub for those traveling to the island's furthest points, including Palatuvier and Bloody Bay. While the THA didn't pay for construction, they are responsible for the long-term upkeep.
And we will be monitoring the operations of this facility, of course, with robust cleaning, security, and all of that, to see how it works with a view of potentially replicating this across the island.
With the Blue Wave Harmony Ferry currently under a one-year assessment through January 2027, the Chief Secretary noted that improving internal transit remains a priority under the THA Act. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
The Port Authority of Trinidad and Tobago is reportedly moving to accept liability after a vehicular accident aboard the Blue Wave Harmony cargo vessel. The incident occurred Sunday while the vessel was docked at the port of Port of Spain. Reports indicate a truck carrying steel bars reversed into a stationary vehicle on the car deck. The stationary truck was left with keys inside for a different driver to collect it in Tobago. However, port staff reportedly tasked an unauthorized person to move the vehicle before. The impact from the steel cargo caused significant structural damage to the stationary truck. The driver in waiting in Tobago, who preferred to be anonymous, was only made aware of the damaged vehicle when he went to remove the truck. Upon inquiries, he was given this account. The damage is valued at no less than $2,500. The driver is actively pursuing restitution to regain his truck's roadworthy status. The Blue Wave Harmony only recently resumed service on February 10th after undergoing hull repairs. Scheduled cargo sailings between the islands will continue without further disruption. The news will continue in a moment, but why wait? You can follow every story, every update, all the time. Join the conversation and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Don't miss a beat. We'll be right back.
Tobago, it's Carnival. Dubai, the event space formerly known as Shade, for the court Tobago, said, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday, starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week, and pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email iwamg@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum, it's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is Carnival.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Coming up, fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV right here on this station.
Welcome back. It was a bittersweet moment for Trinidad and Tobago's four-man bobsleigh team of Axel Brown, Xavier Williams, Shaquille John, and DeAndre John on the final day of the Winter Olympics at the Milano Cortina Center in Italy on Saturday. Besides the history-making moment of being the first four-man Trinidad and Tobago bobsleigh team to compete at the Winter Olympic Games, the chorus increased in decibels when the team delivered a 55.72 time in Heat 1 to finish in the 27th position, which led to an expected improved time in the other heat. Alex Brown explained in detail what happened in the race.
So we crashed out of corner 7 at the Olympic Games. That was our race over, but that's not the whole story. As we went into corner 4, it's a hard steer. I tried to steer right and my steering snapped. It just came out in my hands. Turns out that the bolt that holds that thing together stripped the thread out, and it just happened to happen in that corner. After corner 4, the sled was incredibly loose, and that's because I had my head in the nose of the sled trying to see if there was anything left of the steering. Unfortunately, there wasn't, and I knew we were resigned to crash, and inevitably out of the end of corner 7, we rolled. So that's our Olympic Games over in a way that we never expected, we couldn't have predicted. And
Despite the crash in the latter stages of the competition, the Trinidad and Tobago quartet showed remarkable composure and sportsmanship, safely completing their run and earning applause from spectators and fellow competitors alike. While the incident ended their race on a difficult note, the team's historic participation and fighting spirit stood as a powerful reminder of their resilience, determination, and unwavering pride in representing Trinidad and Tobago on the world stage. With the continuation of a TFA League on Friday evening at the Dwight York Stadium, fans were treated to an exciting doubleheader that delivered both tension and drama. In the opening encounter, Tobago FC Phoenix and Eagles FC battled to a hard-fought 0-0 draw. Despite several promising attacking moves from both sides, solid defensive organization and alert goalkeeping ensured that neither team could find the breakthrough. Phoenix enjoyed the better share of possession, while Eagles remained dangerous on the counter, but the clear-cut chances were limited as both defenses stood firm throughout the 90 minutes. The second match of the night proved far more entertaining, as Roxborough Lakers edged past Seabridge SC in a thrilling 3-2 contest. The Lakers got off to a lively start, pressing high and creating early chances, which paid off with 2 first-half goals that gave them a comfortable lead at the break. Seabridge SC, however, mounted a spirited comeback in the second half, pulling 1 goal back and then leveling the score to set up a tense finish. Just when the match seemed destined for a draw, Roxborough Lakers struck late to secure all 3 points, sparking celebrations among players and supporters alike. The results keep the TFA League standings tightly contested, with several teams still in strong contention as the season progresses. The weather report when we return. Stay with us.
as Shake. For the Court Tobago said, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday, starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week, and pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email iwamg@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum, it's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is Carnival.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At DIGICEL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Welcome back. Every day we bring you closer to the issues that matter most. For our social media poll today, we asked, with ongoing cargo ferry issues impacting businesses and food security, do you believe the THA's current plan to quantify losses and consider compensation for affected businesses is an adequate response to the crisis? 0% voted yes, it is a necessary first step. 33% voted no, more urgent action is required to fix the service itself. 63% voted no, the focus should be on long-term food security solutions. And 1% voted unsure, not enough information. Remember, your voice counts too. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and join the conversation by voting in our daily polls. And now here's your latest weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight, fair but hazy conditions are expected despite a few brisk showers. Tomorrow will be generally sunny, hazy and breezy apart from brief showers mainly during the morning. Nighttime will be fair but hazy despite a few brisk showers. There is a moderate to high concentration of Saharan dust present in the atmosphere, and persons who are sensitive to changes in air quality are advised to take the necessary precautions. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be 23 degrees Celsius at Piarco and to 24 degrees at Crown Point. Tomorrow's maximum temperature is forecast to reach 31 degrees Celsius at Piarco and to 30 degrees at Crown Point. Heat index values are expected to feel like 34 degrees Celsius in Trinidad and 32 degrees in Tobago. Seas are moderate with waves between 1.5 and 2 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:22 with sunset at 6:15. And that's all the time we have for tonight's Tobago Updates news. Have a great night, but before we go, let's recap the headlines. Blue Wave Harmony set for March 1st launch. Trinidad and Tobago Police reports minimal incidents. And Tobago takes a historic seat at the CARICOM table.